let's do an example or two of adding mixed numbers with renaming. So we did some examples of just a fraction and changing our answer that was an improper fraction into a mixed number. What if we already started with a mixed number and we get an improper fraction in our answer? Let's take a look at what that would look like. Okay, so here's the problem that we're going to be working with, okay? So Jason's puppy weighed 8 3/4 pounds last month. Then it gained 2.5 pounds. How much does his puppy weigh now? All right, so here I have what we started with, 8 3/4 pounds, and he gained 2.5 more pounds. So we're going to be adding these together to find out how much his puppy weighs now. Okay, so let's write this out. So I have 8 3/4 plus 2.5. So the first thing I notice is that you can't see my screen. The second thing I notice is that I have two different denominators. So in order to do this problem, I'm going to have to rewrite my fractions with a common denominator. So let's see. If I was going to find my common multiples, I would have 2, 4, 6, 8, and then if I counted by fours, 4, 8, 12. Well, I see that 4 and 8 are in common, but I want to use my least common multiple, which is 4, which is great because then I don't have to change my 3/4 into a new denominator. I only have to change my 1/2. So let's go ahead and rewrite 2.5 with a denominator of 4. So this is still going to be 8 3/4. And here we're going to change my 2.5 to 4ths. So I'm going to think, well, what times 2 gets me to 4? That's 2 times 2. So I'm going to do 1 times 2. Same, I'm multiplying the same thing by my numerator and denominator by the same number so it stays equivalent. So now I've got 2/4. So now I can add this 8 3/4 plus 2 2/4. Okay, so this is my new problem. I'm going to add these together. All right, so I have 3/4 plus 2/4. That gives me 5/4. And I have 8 plus 2, which gives me 10. So it looks like my answer is 10 5/4. The problem is 5/4 is an improper fraction. So this number is not written in simplest form. So I need to take my 5/4 and I'm going to write it as a mixed number, and then I'm going to add it to the whole number that I already have. So 5/4, let's write that as a mixed number. So I can go ahead and use division to find my mixed number here. So I'm going to do 5 divided by 4. Okay, so I know 4 times 1 is going to get me the closest to 5. Again, 4 times 1 is 4. When I subtract, I have a remainder of 1. So 5/4 is equal to 1 1/4. Our denominator stays the same. Our quotient is our whole number. Our remainder is our numerator, and our divisor is our denominator. So 1 5/4. So 5/4 is equal to 1 1/4. I need to add that to my whole number that I already have. So 10 plus 1 1/4 is going to equal 11 1/4. So this puppy is 11 1/4 pounds. 11 1/4 pounds. All right, so let's try one more example for when I end up with a whole number and an improper fraction in my answer. Okay, this time we'll keep a common denominator so we don't have to worry about that so much. So let's say I had 2 5/6 plus 3 4/6. Okay, I'm going to add these two together. 2 5/6 plus 3 4/6. Both of these are in have a common denominator. The fractions are proper, but when I add them, 5/6 plus 4/6, I get 9/6, and I get 5 9/6. The problem here is 9/6 is improper. So I need to change that to a mixed number. All right, so I'm going to divide 9 divided by 6. 6 times 1 is 6, and I will have a remainder of 3. You might be able to do that in your head at this point to think, wait, I can get one group of 6 from 9. I'm going to have 3 left over. That's fine. We're getting to the point now that we should be able to do more mental math, more math in our head. All right, so I'm left with, this is 1 and 3, 6. So I have 5 plus 1 and 3, 6 is going to give me 6 and 3, 6. Okay, did you notice that 3, 6 is not in simplest form? 3 is half of 6. So if I was to divide a 3 out of both of those, I would get 6 and a half. So the answer to 2 and 5, 6 plus 3 and 4, 6 is 6 and 1/2. I changed this improper fraction to a mixed number, and then I simplified that. Okay, and I added my mixed number to my whole number that I had.